property owner has changed up his tactics, but is still not backing down from his takeover of a public road. He says he was hoping to force the city to deal with what he calls rampant crime on Sacramento's Railroad Drive.
Fox 40's Karma Dickerson joining us live from that private roadblock on a public street. Karma, we know that the city ordered him to take those barriers down today. Did that happen?
Well, yes, he did take down the barriers, the orange barricades, but as you can see, he is far from reopened Railroad Drive. Rich Eaton did not hesitate this morning when Sacramento code enforcement arrived and confirmed he would have to remove these orange barriers from Railroad Drive or be ticketed.
A permanent or even a temporary barrier is illegal, which I knew. Which I did to get the city to respond and speak to me, which they still have not done.
But that does not mean he's conceding defeat.
I'll make my next move and wait for them to countermove it.
A week ago, Eaton put up the barriers along with private security in an effort, he says, to keep criminal activity away from the cul-de-sac where he owns several properties. Before the barriers, he says the area was plagued by arson, drugs, prostitution, vandalism, and theft. He tells us, as of last Monday, the general public is being allowed to drive in, but people he or his security guard feel have ill intent are being kept out. By Wednesday, code enforcement got wind of what he'd done. Today was the deadline to remove the barriers. Eaton did so. However, he made clear he has no intention of reopening the road. So if another type of barrier goes up,
then that could potentially be impeding that and create another violation of city code.
The penalty would be fines. But Eaton says fines and even the cost of round-the-clock security don't compare to the nearly $200,000 in property damage he suffered as a result of what he calls unchecked crime on the street. He says he'll continue to block the road until city leaders commit to keeping the area clear.
Enforce the no parking from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's a jump. The city has obviously abandoned Railroad Drive. We will clean this up if they allow us to, at the end game, to put a gate here with a guard 24/7.
So back out here live, we can see that those orange barricades have been replaced with the large truck there. There is still the security guard that's there, and also a little bit of a trailer hitch there that is blocking this road. So they are still continuing, and the owner does recognize that he's not supposed to be doing this, and he's trying to provoke a response from the city. We reached out to the city manager's office, the mayor's office, some of the entities that the property owner called out. He said he's been trying to get in touch with them. He really wants to sit down with them, and they pointed out to us that he has sued the city and there is a pending lawsuit and that they will not comment as long as there is a lawsuit related to these issues pending. So they said this will have to work its way through the courts, not necessarily through public comment. As for code enforcement, what happens now? That's the question, right? So because this is clearly a road still blocked, we did ask code enforcement. They wouldn't really commit to what exactly happens next. They did say that they would come out and take a look and determine whether or not this still fits the definition of being in violation. Reporting live from Sacramento, I'm Karma Dickerson, Fox 40 News.